Hello there, Capricorn. It's so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your mid-May general tarot reading. So this is good from now until about June, the middle of June. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll go to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, let's see what we have here. Capricorn, interesting. Chameleon spirit, act as if. This energy of acting, like coming into a sense of being who it is or what it is that you are trying to manifest in your life. You know, stepping into the energy of acting as if it's already in your life. So if you're trying to attract in love, interest, right? It's being in that energy of loving, of stepping out of the fear and stepping into this energy of acting as if it already has happened. It's already in your life, whether that's money, a career, a new job, love, whatever it is. Lovely energy. That is one of the best ways to manifest things in our life, mending. So, if there's a situation you're trying to mend in your life or mend your heart, it's about acting as if it's already happened and just knowing that by being in that energy, it's such a positive energy, right? That you will attract whatever it is, this situation or this mending to occur naturally as part of the manifestation process. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Interesting, because Cancer had the same energy. So you could be dealing with a Cancerian, but you don't have to. It's understanding, looking at the bigger picture, understanding that, by stepping into the energy of acting as if this mending has already occurred, that you'll see the bigger picture of how things the blessings of a difficult situation have come into fruition, as if they've already happened. Wow, really interesting. All right, let's go to the tarot and see what we have here. Yeah. Oh my goodness, lovely energy. Yeah, stepping, whatever you're wishing for, because the Nine of Cups is a wishing, dreaming for something to happen. Acting as if it already has occurred will help to bring this into fruition. Page of Swords, I feel like you're getting a message. It could be a message from this person that you're trying to mend a relationship with. It could be a message about a job or a financial a windfall of some sort that will help to mend your financial status, your security. There's a situation here that you are getting information about, and instead of fighting this information or this message or this person, is acting as if you are already mending it. Because look at what you have. You have the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups. It's about putting yourself into that loving energy and just knowing that whatever you are hoping for, whatever outcome you are seeking, it is going to happen for you. Yeah, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Something long lasting, something that grows from just a seedling into a full grown tree. Something that is going to grow over time. It may not happen overnight, but you're okay with that, understanding that this is going to bring you the financial security you want, but also the happiness and joy that you are seeking. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify. So we have the Page of Swords in your present energy, finding out some information, possibly from somebody else. And this could be, a phone call, a text, an email, a conversation with somebody that knows somebody. Yeah, Ten of Cups. Really trying to, it's the happy family, trying to mend. It could be trying to mend a family situation. And acting, you get some type of energy here. There's some type of message. Pages are also children. So it could be a sibling situation. It could be, a family situation where there's children involved in some way. getting a message. Let's go ahead. Let's, get a fresh start in this situation. Let's bring things into balance. Let's, how can we get this to work out? A sense of compromising, of wanting, I think it's interesting. There's two angels there, or two fairies. There's two there. Then we have two pages. I feel like this could be siblings or a family situation, or peers, if it's a workplace situation, something like that, where there's at least two people and mending the situation, compromising, bringing it into balance, or wanting to bring it into balance. So your obstacle is the Queen of Cups. This is the energy, the obstacle that you are going to be working on over the next month, but you will be stepping into this energy of loving yourself. The Queen of Cups is very nurturing to herself and to those that are around her. She understands that the best way to get into the energy of feeling worthy of this situation, or feeling worthy in just your own aura, okay, is to act as if you already are, I feel like there's been this long energy in your readings about finding your self-worth, of stepping into the energy of, loving yourself for who you are, giving yourself the permission to live the life that you really want for yourself, of taking action in that direction. There's this sense of perhaps trying to balance things out within a family situation, but by balancing them out, you're also kind of like losing touch with who you are, of what it is that you want. The Queen of Cups sits on top of a clam. To me, the clam is like your heart, having your heart a little bit closed, because when we cannot fulfill our own heart's desire, then what happens is we start to close our hearts to others. It's kind of like a sense of resentment, even if we don't express that resentment to the other people in our life. There's a sense of resentment of, if I can't get the love that I am seeking for myself from others, then I'm not going to give any love to others. So there's this sense of acting as if you are already receiving what it is that you are seeking for your own heart, of mending your own heart, so that you can also, I think what you're not understanding is that by holding yourself back from what you truly want, you're also holding yourself back from giving out the love that you really and truly want to give out to this other situation. Whether it's your children, your family, co-workers, there's other people involved, and you're trying to balance that situation, but almost like leaving your own wishes and dreams out of it. So I feel like the universe is coming in and saying, listen, look at the big picture. Understand that unless you are loving yourself first, you're going to get, there keeps saying resentment. You're going to be resenting the other people that you feel are holding you back in your life. So the key here is to act as if there are no barriers to what it is that you want in your life, to give yourself the permission to live the life that you want to live. I think it's so interesting because, we have the full moon in Scorpio coming up May 15th, 16th, depending on where you live. We are in eclipse season. We have a Mercury retrograde that started May 10th. So I feel like all of these emotions are coming up. And, just kind of like do a little scan of your feelings in your heart space at this time. There is this strong sense, I'm getting this strong sense of resentment, and asking yourself, what are you resenting? Where is that sense of resentment coming from? And then asking yourself, what can you do, to change that resentment? Yeah, it's about going within. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is kind of a big thing. Looking at your emotions. I feel like there's a lot of, I think it's interesting. They're saying bottled up emotions. You know, these are cups, right? But when I took a glance at it, it looked like bottles of emotions. And they're really, I have no idea what that is, okay? But it's almost like the emotions, see how the emotions are kind of floating up out of these cups? It's understanding that I feel like you have been bottling it up, clamming up about this for some time. Um, and it's kind of like there's about to be a volcano. It's almost like you already intuitively know this. You may feel like you're getting a little snippy with some people in your life, you know, a little bit of snippy. And the snippiness is due to feeling like this person, this situation is holding you back. So if it's like a work situation, you might feel like you're a little bit snippier, you know, with your coworkers. Or if it's a family situation, you're a little snippier with, you know, your family. Because I'm getting that sense of, it's a strong sense of resentment that I'm feeling, of understanding that it is time to express your feelings, to going within and understanding, okay, what is it that I truly want for myself? What is my heart calling me to do? And expressing that to yourself. I feel like for some of you, you haven't even given yourself the option to express it to yourself. Empress energy here. I think that is interesting because I really feel like this could be children or the idea of family or family obligations of some sort. The Empress energy is mother energy, but understanding that, you know, you can get on top of this situation. Yeah, Hierophant. You know, it could be, it's very much like a family unit energy. Hierophant is, you know, marriage, long-term commitment, getting on top of all of this energy. It's as if you're wanting to step into a sense of loving yourself, but it's like you have to fight everybody else in your life back, right? In order to just even find time to take a bubble bath or something like that. You're being called judgment. Your soul is calling you to go in a new direction, to step into this energy of loving yourself. And if you are having a hard time doing that, then just act as if you already are. You know, making decisions, making decisions for yourself and not really kind of like talking to anybody else about it. It's almost like tell them. I know that's really hard, but I know this one time when my children were young and, you know, life is crazy when your kids are young and, you know, all of this. And I wanted to take this pottery class, you know, I just really wanted to take this pottery class. And a friend of mine was taking it and it was in the evening and, you know, it was, of course, started like right at bath time or, you know, the worst time of the evening, right? And I just remember, you know, my friend, you know, she just signed up. She was like, oh, well, her husband would just have to figure it out. And I was like, oh, I can't be like that. I can't be like that. You know, I have, you know, and she was like, it's one night, you know, we're doing this for like 6 weeks. It's one night a week for 6 weeks, you know, and she was just like, what, you know, why not? And, you know, I remember, you know, saying, oh, I'd like to take this pottery class, you know, to my husband at the time and, you know, getting a little bit of this pushback, you know, and then I was like pushing back. I was like, well, you know, it is just one night a week and it's only 6 weeks and, you know, whatever, you know, trying to push back. And then I finally just, you know, the next day I just signed up for the class and then said, okay, well, you know, Thursday nights I'll be out, you know, and it really was kind of like this energy of, okay, I just had, at some point, you just have to step into the energy of giving yourself permission to do with something that your heart really wants to do. And I really enjoyed that pottery class. you know. I'll have to say, going to that pottery class, I really tried to, before I left, tried to, make sure things were going to be somewhat organized for the evening, or whatever while I was gone. And then, it did put me in a better mood because I was doing something that was loving and fun for me and creative. And I was not very good at pottery, but it did not matter. I enjoyed getting out. I enjoyed, the company of other women in the class and being with my friend and just creating, going and creating. And I feel like that is the energy here of go ahead and do something for yourself. Don't feel like you have to fight everybody about doing it. Just do it. Give yourself the permission to go and do this. Okay, so wow, that is really stepping out. I'm going to take one more. Yeah, there is this energy, Empress energy again on the bottom. There's a very much of a divine feminine energy here. We all have divine feminine and masculine. This is you about getting really stubborn, clear-minded about what direction you want to go in with the Two of Wands. This is the King of Swords and the Two of Wands. Getting really stubborn, clear, and not taking no for an answer. Just understanding this is the direction I'm going in. I'm giving myself permission to go in this direction. I'm going to take action on this. And understanding. I feel like, some people in your life might say, well, you're being selfish, or whatever. If you know that this is something that deep down inside of you that you want to do, like my pottery class, or maybe you're wanting to switch jobs or move to a new city or whatever, you're all caught up in your head about it. And when you're caught up in your head, then you're losing track of your heart. That is the energy of that you will be stepping into over this next month. And when you feel like you're here, right? It's about acting as if you are in your heart. Even when your head is kind of like, wow. Because you have this energy of, wow, if I make this decision, then I might be abandoned. My family might get mad at me, or these people that are in this situation might get mad at me. They may leave me. I might be left out in the cold. You may be fearful of financial stability with the Five of Pentacles. There's this energy of, I don't know which way to go, but being stuck up in your head with it. Once again, look at this. You have the Page of Cups twice, giving yourself permission to do this. Understanding that when we are doing things lovingly for ourselves, and coming from that very soft, loving energy. This is innocent energy, right? This isn't manipulative energy. I'm out to get somebody else. This is the energy of really stepping into loving yourself. And when you step into that energy, that the universe will put those things on your path to help you to acquire whatever it is that you are trying to acquire. This is part of mending your own heart. After a long time of maybe putting other people, other situations, your financial security, something at the forefront, it's kind of like, okay, it is time to love yourself, to step into this energy of understanding, I'm hearing life is too short, of understanding that life is too short, look at the bigger picture of life. Yeah. So let's see what this Knight of... Yeah, you are really and truly Four Pentacles. You're just holding on to fear. There's a sense of holding on to money. Money is indicative of trying to hold on to your self-worth. So, one of the questions would be to ask yourself, is if you go in this new direction, if you give yourself permission to do whatever this is, it doesn't mean that you're leaving your family or anything, but give yourself permission to go and do something that is in your heart that you would like to do for yourself, even if it means putting other people at somewhat of a convenience. Capricorn, you are a very giving sign, right? So I think, whatever this situation is, right, especially a family situation, because the Empress keeps coming up, okay, is about putting down the burdens of being the one kind of like in charge. I'm really getting a motherly energy here, of being the one that is constantly helping keep, whatever, the family life going, whatever that means, making sure there's good food in the house, or I don't know, making sure if you have young children, making sure they get where they need to go and stuff like that. Understanding that maybe you don't have to be the one that does it all. And I know, Capricorn, you're going to be sitting there saying, but I do. Asking yourself, what excuses are you using to preventing yourself from stepping into this energy of truly loving yourself? There's a burden here that you are being called to drop. A burden around what you consider your role as the Empress. And that could be, if it's your own business, it's kind of like being in charge of the business. If it's your family, it's kind of like feeling like you're in charge of your family. There's a situation here, and you're concerned that if you pull back a little bit of all the work that you put into the situation, that you're going to be rejected. You're going to be the one out, right? But there's this energy of, no, it's time for you to step into loving yourself, taking action, communicating in a very loving way, that you're not doing this because you don't like the other people in this situation, but you're doing it because your heart is calling you to do this. This is something that you're doing for yourself. And that, maybe you'll try to make it as easy as you can for the other people involved, but it doesn't matter. You're still going in this direction. You've seen the perspective of this. For some of you, with the Justice card here, it could be, a legal situation. So, you could be, this is like contracts. So you could be ending a work contract in order to go follow your heart in another way. You could be ending a long-term relationship or a marriage in order to go in a different way. You've seen the perspective of the imbalance that is in the situation. You're giving so much to the situation that you don't have enough energy to give to yourself. And you're unhappy. It's about understanding that you have to be the first one to love yourself. It's almost as if you've been stuck in this energy of thinking, well, if I love everybody else above and beyond, then it'll mend the situation. The message here is clear. Love yourself first. Love yourself first. Actually stepping into an energy of loving yourself first, following your heart, doing things that help you to get in more into your heart space and out of your head, being creative, spending time doing those things, traveling or whatever it is that you really want to do. Just do them now, because there is this energy that life is too short. Do them now. Do not wait. There's this energy now or never, really now or never. Because it's almost as if you've been holding yourself back for so long. I feel like the unhappiness is of your life, of your situation, is really closing off your heart. They keep coming back to the clam. And when our heart gets so closed, it's so much harder to open it. It's kind of like, it's not all the way closed, it's like you have this opportunity to open it, to flourish it, to step into a brand new energy. And it's all about giving yourself the permission to do this. I think you're waiting for other people to give you the permission. That's never going to happen, right? That's just, my husband never would have said, oh, why don't you go take a pottery class? No, right? If you think about it, Nobody else in your life is going to give you the permission to follow your own heart. You have to give yourself the permission and then take action. All right, what is my body telling me right now? Our body speaks to us through physical pain or discomfort. Our body sends messages for us to look more deeply. See the trapped emotions, the lurking fears and beliefs that limit you. Listen to your physical body and you will be led to the source of your pain. It's time to get your healing on. Get the book, Heal Your Body by Louise L. Hay, and find the answers towards which your body is guiding you. Yeah, that is a beautiful book. Heal Your Body by Louise L. Hay. It's a beautiful book, and in that book, she tells how, depending on what part of your body is in pain or discomfort, that, what area of your life you need to release some energy. It is, this whole thing, see the trapped emotions, the lurking fears and beliefs that limit you. You have the Four of Pentacles. This is the trapped beliefs, the lurking fears. You're holding on to those, and you could be feeling it in your physical body because of that. Because I feel like, you're being called to, you have the Judgment card. You're being called to go in this direction. If you're thinking things are going to get better completely on your own, Capricorn, I don't think that's going to happen because you're being called to take action. Both of these are action cards. You have to take the action to give yourself permission to go follow your heart. What do we have here? Your effortless effort is fully required. I think it's interesting because there is a wallet here with credit cards in it. I feel like a lot of you are not wanting to take this change because you're concerned about finances. I mean, both of these cards are about being concerned about finances. Perhaps using that as part of the reasoning for not loving yourself, not stepping into this energy. So, that is part of reality. We do need money to survive. But maybe it's taking a look at how much money do you need? Or are there other avenues of income? Or, also trusting in the universe that when you do follow your heart, that money will come your way. There's a sense of not trusting, right? Trusting yourself, not trusting the universe. There's this sense of coming into, giving your permission. Giving yourself the permission you need in order to take action. All right, Capricorn. Wow, profound. Please be gentle and kind and compassionate with yourself. Give yourself permission to feel the feelings that, may be coming up, especially with this full moon in Scorpio. Of understanding that all of that is also part of your journey. So I will leave it there. I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. But I do wish you so much love and light in this situation and in all of your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.